Some very familiar faces in these finals and some new. Alyona Citavets, a score of 13.766, very high degree of China, 13.633 in qualification. Very nice somersault. Kachev was secure. Back salto likewise. Should score quite well. Oh, well. Just seemed to come out of nowhere. That's unfortunate because there's a lot that was ever so good early on from this 15-year-old. So some problems for the second best in qualification. Nice double layout to conclude the routine. Very 12.3 for Li Rongjinyi. That is a mark and a third lower than the preliminary round, unfortunately. Sacrificing quite a bit of difficulty as well, as you would expect due to those issues. This will give a chance to other gymnasts, particularly Lucia Hribar of Slovenia, World Cup champion from her home event in Koper last year, and an Olympian from Paris. Straddle Jaeger somersault. Kachev into a pack salto, nicely performed. All of this looking very secure. And a double tuck to dismount. Well, that's certainly going to go into the lead. And qualifying was 4.9. 13.233. Lucia Hribar is in the gold medal position, and she's up by over 2/10 from qualification. So that's made a case to get on the podium. To Alyona Citavets of the group of independent neutral athletes. A 16-year-old who was the top qualifier with 13.766. It's an interesting Shaposhnikova variation from the Komova group, I think. More conventional Van Leeuwen. Struggling a bit with some of the form here and there, but powering through it into the straddle Jaeger. It's not hugely swingful. But it's complicated, and she's performed it well. 13.4. Citavets goes into the lead. Execution not as strong as qualifying, by about a third of a mark, for all of the reasons that I was discussing. Nakamura Haruka of Japan, the reigning junior all-around champion of the world. Still only 16. And she's also the junior Asian champion on the bars. Was the third best in qualification. Oh, unfortunate. Was performing that Hristakieva. Full twisting Ginga somersault. Well, we've seen the second best in qualification have some issues, and the top performer. the third best performer, I should say. The top performer had minor issues. She does do some interesting work, doesn't she? That's her own skill at piked Delchev. She's always entertaining. It's a great dismount as well. And we just 12.5 the score for Nakamura Haruka. 6 for difficulty, up 4/10 from qualification. So it shows you what that routine is capable of being. She's very aspirational. She's doing some complicated gymnastics. She's currently in the bronze medal position at the halfway stage. Italiana Tsitavets ahead of Lucia Riba. First and second.
Please welcome Mr. Sofia, Croatia.
Sofia Mester of Croatia. 16-year-old gymnast who competed at home World Cup, the Osijek World Cup last year, where she was 7th on the bars. Really gave her confidence. She went on to win the silver medal at the National Championships a couple of months after that. It's always been her apparatus. She actually said that the bars chose her more than she chose them. She's always felt she's a faster learner on the bars than any other piece. So good luck to her. Potential for somebody unexpected to win a medal in this final. Nice Jaeger. Salto well performed too. Just the Maloney to move from low to high and then into the Ginger somersault. Has to build that swingfulness up and make sure she hits the handstand position. Yes, well done. 3, lowest difficulty of any qualifier. Nearly, Sofia Mester, 12.433. She hasn't quite made the podium. Execution way better than Nakamura Haruka, but giving away 9/10 of difficulty. That's a very good effort though from Mester. Chu Yiming of the People's Republic of China, another 15-year-old, another new senior. Chance to build experience here in Baku. She was the 7th best qualifier. Catch-up was good. The Jaeger had a little more amplitude. Much that was well performed there by Chu Yiming. An Olympiad start to fade. 12.533. Chu Yiming goes into the bronze medal position. Takutsuki Ayu of Japan, 5th with 12.866. Competitive difficulty. Very hard to build the swingfulness back up after making a somersault. She did well. It's Pike Jaeger. So important to get right up to handstand to avoid commonplace deductions. Some good work from Tokutsuki Ayu. Like that. She's into the bronze medal position. Tokutsuki Ayu, 13.2. So Chu Yiming goes down into 4th place. Last to go in this entire day of competition. Sara Šulikić of Croatia. 12.266. Preliminary round score. She's the national champion in the uneven bars. Established that pike position nicely. Then the Kachev into the Ejeva. Grip variation working nicely. Well, a very enjoyable uneven bars final at the Baku World Cup. It's as complex as is stipulated. 13.033. 4th position for Sara Šulikić. The performance of Leslie Savranbasi of Turkey, because this is a 9-strong final. She was joint 8th place in qualification with Šulikić. It was well performed, as was the dismount. Little stability adjustment after the scores and the presentations to come. We'll come back tomorrow for more of the same, as Savranbasi scores 13 and finishes in 5th place. The uneven bars results: the bronze medal going to Tokutsuki Ayu of Japan. Just above her, Lucia Hribar of Slovenia. Great performance.